Next perspective is axiology. Axiology is basically the social values, relative values, cultural values, norms, traditions that we have. So it also refers to all the social life that we have and all the principles upon which our communal life, our communities are built. And look at that, axiology refers to the ethical issues that need to be considered when planning a research proposal. So it considers philosophical approach in making decisions of value, of right decision, and it involves defining, evaluating, understanding the concept of the right and wrong behavior relating to the research. It considers what value we shall attribute to the different aspects of our research to the participants and the data or its audience, and how shall we report them, and how shall we look into the matters from subjective viewpoint, from objective viewpoint, from moral viewpoint, from ethical viewpoint. And it addresses the question, what is the nature of ethics or ethical behavior? In answer to the question, it is important to consider you regard for your human values, and for other, you could see that how everyone is involved in that particular process and the participants of the research. And then you consider to facilitate the following questions: what values will you live by or guided by you as you conduct your research? What ought to be done in respect to the participants' right? What are the moral issues and the characteristics that need to be considered? Which cultural, intercultural, moral aspects or issues that should be taken into consideration? How shall I secure goodwill of the participants, and how will I report? For instance, if you're talking about gender discrimination, so you need to approach gender discrimination from the viewpoint about having some kind of you could see sympathy or some kind of objective analysis of the situation about the discriminated individuals, how they are being discriminated, how they are being marginalized, and how a certain faction in the society, because of its power, uses that influence in order to subjugate, in order to marginalize, and in order to exploit the basic human rights of that particular group. Such as, we could talk about gender, we could talk about transgender, we could talk about children, we could talk about androgynes, we could talk about all those middle classes or lower middle classes and proletariat classes, as Karl Marx puts them, and how everything revolves around the superstructure, and how base is that is economy that regulates the superstructure, and how those superstructures keep on performing their role in order to discriminate and in order to favor the elite class, and how elitist ideology is utilized in order to look into the matters, and in order to look into the privileges that they undertake. And because of those privileges, they are able to see whatever is going on into the society. So these are the basic issues that we have in our understanding of research, in understanding of paradigm, and in this understanding of the perspectives that we entail. So these four elements, starting from epistemology, and then ontology, and then going into methodology, and then ending at ontology, they are really important in order to understand when you make some research questions. And those research questions would be based upon these assumptions or these ideologies, and then these ideologies would help you to make or create or craft the questions that you have formulated on the basis of, and the questions would come out of or would emerge out of the research objective, and that would stem out of the research problem that you investigate or that you intend to investigate. And that research problem would determine the nature and the course of action